Welcome back to the channel, and if you've been with me for a while, welcome back to the 2020 Mazda CX-30. I was able to test out this vehicle on the press launch back in December, where I came to quite a good conclusion, I think, of this vehicle, even though I only had a few hours to experience. As a subcompact crossover, I think the CX-30 is amongst the best in class. It's an all-new vehicle based on the same platform that the new generation of Mazda 3, the hatchback and the sedan is based on. And to many consumers, I think this is going to be the more agreeable option in terms of styling and layout. And at the end of the day, it's a subcompact crossover and people are eating them up these days. So with a week behind the steering wheel of the Mazda CX-30 here in my hometown, my opinions towards this vehicle stay pretty much the same. There's a few things that I want to bring up here that, in case you have already watched my full in-depth video of the CX-30, that maybe it can add on to that video. But if you're coming here to the channel for the first time, please do check out my full review of that CX-30, because I'll go much further in detail there than I will in this video. So first things I want to bring up is that I know that individuals certainly have a bit of a hit or miss attitude when it comes to the hatchback design of the latest Mazda 3. This one, like I said, to the people that had the Mazda 3 hatchback a bit divided, this has been a much more agreeable design to my social circle. One thing I'd like to bring up that I know a lot of people were addressing to the styling of this vehicle was just how much black plastic was surrounding the wheel arches and all the way down the vehicle. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I don't hate it either though. And when I was taking some pictures of this vehicle, I went up on a loose gravel bit of road, and just to see how much of the dirt had been smacked up against the side of the car and how none of it ever reached the paint, it all went against the more durable, more flexible plastic. Hopefully that means that it will be a better standing vehicle over time if you ever have to drive it regularly over rough roads. Now, another thing I want to talk about with off-roading is that this CX-30 has the latest generation of iActive all-wheel drive, so it's a little bit of a refined system over the all-wheel drive systems that you've seen in any of the other vehicles that Mazda offers. And it comes with a trail mode, which you can turn on or off with a little button beside the steering wheel, and this is meant to send power to the rear constantly. So if you are doing a little bit of soft roading, it will be able to take care of you a little bit easier. Saying that though, I was trying to step out the back of this Mazda with the trail mode off, and I think you'd have to push it a lot harder than what I was doing to ever get this vehicle to feel unstable. So all of my positives remain with this vehicle. I think it's good looking on the inside and the outside, incredibly well built. The engine, this 2.5 litre with cylinder deactivation, really is a gem. It is quite eager to get off of the line. The 6-speed transmission is close to flawless, and what I've tried to really find on my drives of long highway cruises is to feel that 2-cylinder mode engage. You can see that on the main screen. You just have to go through a couple menus to find it, and honestly I couldn't perceive anything. It's just that good. The criticisms still remain after a weeks-long drive of the CX-30. For one, I think that the greenhouse, the side profile of the glass, is quite tight even for a vehicle in this category. As someone as tall as me, I'm 6'4", I find that I always have to duck down and look out of the window, and given that the B pillar is really right beside my shoulder, every time I look over to do a shoulder check, I have to then contort my body around this chunky bit of metal and plastic as well. Other problems is not the most feature rich when it comes to the rear trunk space, and for a car enthusiast such as myself, I don't think it really offers anything more to the table than what the Mazda 3 hatchback provides. It comes at a $2,600 greater base price over that hatchback, and you can only get this with an automatic transmission. So that's a really quick second take on what I want to say towards this Mazda CX-30. Love spending a week with it. Easily top of the class, I think, currently in the sub-compact crossover space. And this is the kind of vehicle that, if I had the funds to do so, I would buy for my 2 younger sisters. It just suits their profile, suits their life, and I don't think there's a higher praise to that when it comes to a vehicle. So on that note, if you're looking at the Mazda CX-30, go and test it out. It really is a segment leader. So thank you so much for watching this video. Please like the video if you liked it and share it if you think other people will like it too. Of course, don't forget, I did a full in-depth video of a white Mazda CX-30 previously, so please go ahead and watch that video as well. It'll be much more informative if you haven't already started to look into that vehicle. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you on the channel again soon.